I was delighted with the long-awaited pregnancy and came to dinner with my husband and our friend's couple. However, when I went to the restroom, the waitress called out to me. "You're being cheated on." I decided to take revenge on my husband. And after being discharged from the hospital. Why is everyone? What was waiting for him at home was. My name is Layla Scott, a part-time housewife. I am currently 28 years old and live with my husband Aaron, who is 2 years older than me. I think I had a pretty fateful encounter with Aaron, and I'm ashamed to admit it. I met him for the first time at a friend's wedding. I knew both the bride and groom, but I was sitting in the bride's friend's seat as a longtime friend of the bride. Well then. Next is a bouquet toss. The bouquet toss, which can be said to be the highlight of the wedding. The bouquet thrown by the bride was picked up by me. I still remember vividly the moment I was happy that I was the next one to be happy. And at that ceremony, I met Aaron, my husband, who was sitting in the company seat on the groom's side. Excited about receiving the bouquet, I believed without doubt that I would have a happy marriage with this person. And there were no big problems until we got married, and he was kind, so I wasn't particularly anxious about married life. However, life doesn't always go smoothly, and even after 3 years of marriage, we couldn't have children. As a result, I feel like our relationship as a couple was a bit strained. "Hey, what do you want have for dinner today?" "Oh, anything's fine, it's going to be late today too." I see. Days with nothing but anxiety about the future, with little conversation. If we can't have children, will we be like this forever? Why can't we have children in the first place? Should we go to the hospital? I was always worried. I also consulted with my friend's couple many times and borrowed the wisdom of senior couples. Layla, don't take it too seriously. The more your heart sinks, the harder it is to conceive, and the less you talk to your spouse. Is that so? Yes. I think it's better to behave brightly at times like this, but of course, you can tell me your weakness. Thank you, just being able to consult like this makes me feel lighter. So I tried to behave brightly as advised, and as a result, I talked a little more with my husband, and one day, 4 years after our marriage, my pregnancy was discovered. Aaron. Look. Today, I went to the obstetrics and gynecology department. Well, obstetrics and gynecology. Does that mean? Yes. I'm pregnant. Finally we can have a child. Layla. Thank you. I'll do my best to support you. I'm the one who should thank you. Let's do our best together. Looking at my husband gently stroking my belly, I imagine the future. We hold hands at both ends with our child in the middle. It doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl, as long as it's born healthy. After that, my husband and I eagerly read books and searched for stories of senior moms and dads, looking forward to the birth of our child. Morning sickness was tough, and I was anxious until the stable period, but I finally settled down and decided to report it to everyone. I thought it would be best to report it to my parents first, but I decided to report it to my friend's couple who were sympathetic to our relationship, which was difficult to consult with parents. We decided to take a little surprise format because it would be better to talk directly and see the reaction than to convey it by phone or message. Then let's invite the two of them to dinner and show them the ultrasonic image when the time is right, that's it. Oh. Both of them will be surprised. Well, since it's been a while since we had dinner with 4 people, let me choose the restaurant this time. There's a good one. Really? I'm looking forward to it. While feeling relieved that my husband took the lead, I waited eagerly for the day to come. Our friend's couple seemed to be looking forward to it too, and the conversation was so lively that we didn't know when to show the ultrasonic image. I thought we would just keep talking like this and wouldn't be able to report it, so I took out the ultrasonic image with my husband and showed it to them. Huh? Is it a lie? Seriously? Actually, I was pregnant. I wanted to report it to you two first. Right, Aaron? Yeah, how about that? Were you surprised? I was surprised. But I'm really glad. I know you two have been struggling, so I'm getting emotional. I see, I thought it was just a sudden invitation to dinner, but that's what it was. Congratulations. We received a lot of congratulations and were full of happiness. By the way, this is a really nice restaurant. It's perfect for a happy announcement and stylish. Right? Actually, Aaron chose this place. Really? I'm surprised you know a place like this. I was taken here for the first time too. Aaron, who taught you? Just a little on the net. At that moment, I felt a little uncomfortable. Although it was supposed to be a harmless joke, my husband didn't try to meet my eyes. It was like he was hiding something. But I was wrapped up in a happy mood and didn't think deeply about it, so I went to the bathroom as it was. However, as I was trying to return to my seat from the bathroom, I was called out from behind. You're being cheated on. What? When I turned around in surprise, a female waitress who was about the same age as me or a little younger was staring at me seriously. She said that she wanted me to listen quietly because she could hear me if I spoke loudly, even though the restroom was out of sight from the seat. Then the woman took out her smartphone from her pocket and showed me a photo. What was in the picture was undoubtedly my husband Aaron. I couldn't swallow the situation and could only open and close my mouth like a goldfish. Even though I thought it was a joke, I couldn't say that my husband wasn't cheating on me after being shown the photo. And I managed to squeeze out some words. Who are you? If you're the cheating partner, why did Aaron bring us here? I'm Anna Williams. I've been dating him for a year. According to Anna, she was asked about her shift at work by her husband the other day. Although she was supposed to have a day off today, she thought it was suspicious because he was so persistent, so she exchanged shifts with other staff and decided to see how it went. And then, she seemed to have been shocked for a while after finding out that she was the cheating partner. At first, I thought I'd just break up with him quietly, but I felt sorry for the happy wife who was laughing, so she told me the truth. By the way, my husband chose this restaurant because it was fashionable and he wanted to show off. I was shocked, but I doubted my husband's sanity for choosing a restaurant where his cheating partner worked just to show off. But what should I do now? I'm pregnant. Should I still not divorce for the sake of the child? It's better to have a father, right? But I can't seem to organize my thoughts because of the shock. Anna quietly asked me, "Can I hear your name?" My name. Layla Scott, but... No. Anna made a meaningful statement and held her head. But then Anna told me a certain story as if she had made up her mind. As a result, I decided to take revenge. Anna, help me with my revenge. Anna nodded vigorously with a strong gaze. From that moment on, we teamed up and investigated my husband. The day of reckoning was after I gave birth and was discharged from the hospital. I didn't want to stress my baby's belly too much, so it was an unavoidable choice. However, I had enough time, so I prepared for revenge against my husband while preparing to welcome my child. I shouldn't surprise my parents by suddenly bringing my child home, so I told my parents about the situation first and arranged to be able to return home immediately after giving birth. Without knowing that, my husband talks to my belly every day with a smile. Come on, come out soon. It was my dream to play with my own child. Oh, is that so? I feel chills when I see my husband pretending to be a good father and husband. And I think to myself, did he cheat on me with another woman because he wanted his own child? A few months later, I gave birth safely. At the same time, I was moved by the cuteness and dignity of my child and was determined to make the final touch perfect for this child. A few days after giving birth, my husband came to pick me up on my discharge date. He loaded the baby goods and my hospitalization goods into the car and put my child in a newly purchased baby seat. At this point, he was just looking forward to the child, and he was nothing more than a good father. He probably intended to continue to deceive me and my child with this mask and continue to have a relationship with another woman. I was angry when I thought so. This is much worse than someone who has a bad attitude on the surface. Then I got in the car and headed home to finish everything. Your behavior has been strange since earlier, what's wrong? Is it postpartum depression? Don't worry, I'm with you. My husband laughed at me as he parked the car in front of the house. And the moment he got out of the car, I told him, no, I'm fine with postpartum depression. And, you don't have to come with me. Huh? Why? In front of the house were my parents, my in-laws, and 5 cheating partners including Anna. Yes, the cheating partner was not just Anna. I'll explain this later, but my husband, who must have sensed the situation, turned pale. There's no way he can talk his way out of this. Congratulations on giving birth. I need to do the final cleanup for the child. Since we had a child, we went inside the house instead of talking outside. Although my husband looked completely pale and lifeless, something unexpected happened to me too. Actually, my parents-in-law weren't supposed to come here. While entering the house, I secretly asked my parents about it. Why are my father-in-law and mother-in-law here? I thought it would be difficult for Layla to gather all 4 cheating partners, so I told them the situation. I see, I thought you were too busy to do that. Thank you. I'll settle this properly, so watch me. Then, my parents-in-law, 5 cheating partners, and my husband, a total of 11 adults, gathered in the living room. Well, why don't you explain it in your own words? It seems that my husband didn't expect this to happen and was too surprised to speak. There's no way he can talk his way out of this. Even if you betray Layla once, it's a divorce matter, but what's the matter with cheating on 5 people? Why don't you say something instead of being silent? Explain it in your own words. Under the scolding of his parents, my husband began to speak hesitantly. Well, I've had a habit of womanizing since before we got married, and I can't seem to get rid of it. Huh? I couldn't help but raise my voice, and my husband flinched. It's no wonder I raised my voice. I can't believe he cheated on 5 people with such an unreasonable excuse. I didn't give my daughter away to make her suffer like this. Don't you feel any guilt? That is... You're really the worst. How rotten are you to have 5 cheating partners besides me? Although my husband was being blamed from all sides and was timid, he was shocked by Anna's statement. Come to think of it, I know Anna's name was revealed, but how did the other 4 people get caught? Didn't Anna think you were the only one? Everyone there got angrier at this line. My father was clenching his fists so hard that he seemed to be about to hit someone. Anna stepped forward to stop him and said to my husband, "Didn't you mistake my name for another woman's name once?" Oh. When I saw Layla at the restaurant, I thought you called her name, but when I asked her name, it was completely different. So we thought there might be another cheating partner, and this is what happened. My words and Anna's words made the other 4 cheating partners of my husband nod their heads while glaring at him resentfully. My husband was holding his head in his hands while being bombarded with curses, insults, and scoldings from all sides. Then I delivered the final blow. I never thought you were such a scumbag. Of course, we're getting a divorce. No way. I don't want a divorce. Please, the other women were just a game, like toys. I'll throw them away. I would say no even if you want to be with me. What? You think of us as objects? I don't need a husband or father with such a despicable value system. Divorce is a done deal. When I conveyed this, my husband immediately became irritated and even started to get angry. Enough. You made a plan to entrap me like this. I won't pay any compensation or child support. I'm going to run away. What? While everyone was stunned, my husband ran away. Is it over if he escapes like this? The moment I thought so, he was restrained by the policeman who was somehow in front of our house. Hey, let's talk for a bit. Hey, let me go. What's going on? Why are the policemen here? We received a report of marriage fraud, so let's talk for a bit. No way. I didn't do anything like that. I'm sorry, I'll apologize for everything, so let me go. We were surprised to see my husband being taken away. Apparently, one of his cheating partners had reported him. It seems that my husband had proposed to another woman while he was married to me and had received the advance payment for the wedding venue from her. As a result, my husband was sued for marriage fraud and was ordered to pay compensation and damages from various places. Of course, I also claimed $30,000 in compensation and child support. My husband was ordered to pay more than $100,000 in total. After our divorce, he has been working morning, noon, and night under the supervision of his parents. Since then, I have taken revenge and parted ways with my cheating partners, but I still keep in touch with Anna. We got along well while cooperating. My baby is growing up happily with the help of my parents. My baby doesn't need a father. I'll love my baby with all my heart instead of the father. How was this story? Please subscribe to the channel as well. See you in the next video.